Driven. I'm Angela Kreig with Dagley Insurance, and today I've got a special guest. All my guests are special. You're extra special because you're the first one with a mustache.
Okay.
Bryce Olson from the Bryce Is Right Team with Fathom Realty. Bryce, how long have you been growing your mustache?
Well, I've had a mustache and then I don't have it.
Because it's not Movember yet.
No.
So it's not a Movember thing.
I don't do it. I don't follow the trends with mustaches.
Okay.
I just kind of, actually my wife is the one who really prefers this look on me. So every once in a while when I don't have one, she reminds me that I don't, and she actually likes it, believe it or not.
My mom loves my dad's mustache.
Okay.
And one time he shaved it, and I loved it without, and she was like, no, she liked it. So
I'm listing this house later today.
Oh, nice.
I just wanted to swing by.
So cute. Yeah, that's perfect. We couldn't have planned that any better. So you're a realtor.
I am.
And I know you live in, Denton is the area you live in, but you service pretty much all of Texas and the Metroplex.
We do.
And how many people do you have on your team?
Yesterday we added our 10th, and we have a couple more coming on in the next month or so, and maybe even some more after that before the end of the year. So we're growing fast.
That's exciting. You've been in real estate for 5 years now?
5 years, and I've had the team for 2.5. So I've kind of had half and half. I feel like when I loved being a solo agent. I did well as a solo agent.
Oh, look at these guys hugging.
Kind of catapulted. That's so cute.
Yes.
That kind of catapulted me into being able to have something that I could allow, other people to be a part of, and now we've just really grown. But for us, culture is everything. So, way more than just bringing in agents just to bring in agents' sake. We've brought in the right agents, and it's
because
just a really
the Bryce is Right needs the right agents.
That's what they say.
Okay, so could we talk about the Bryce is Right? And was that just like it rhymes and it's fun, or do you really love Bob Barker, or what's the meaning behind the Bryce Is Right?
So prior to real estate, I was a missions pastor at a large church, 5,000 plus members, and so I was at a church as the missions pastor, and I'm meeting new people. I mean, on Sundays and stuff, I'm kind of just on a swivel, like meeting new people and getting to know people, and people oftentimes say this line, I'm really bad with names, I'll try to remember your name. And that's like, or they just say, I'm probably not going to remember your name. And I'm like, well, you should try, And so I would always tell people, just remember the Bryce is Right.
Okay.
So I've always said that. I'm just kind of like,
just
remember the Bryce is Right, and then now it's
now it's your team name
turned into something. I saw other slogans and stuff, with other people in real estate, and I was just like, it's kind of cocky, kind of sounds,
I think it sounds more fun than cocky.
It works,
you know what I mean?
It's kind of fun
and you're not a cocky guy. You're a little quirky.
I am very quirky.
Right? Okay.
Going back to the mustache, maybe.
The mustache. Yeah. Okay, what did you do in the church again? You were a missions?
I was a missions pastor.
A missions pastor. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then how many missions did you go on?
Oh, well, I was there for 5 years, and we would take several trips, 3-4 trips internationally a year, and then I oversaw local, regional, and international missions for the church. So that would be like the international piece, like going, on the trips to South and Central America and Africa. And then we would go on additional trips kind of based on the need, and that would be the part of my role that was like regional, where we would do disaster relief. So we took a good amount of trips to Port Aransas during all of that, to Van, when there was the tornado there. We went to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, when the flooding. And so, where there was a need, we wanted to be there to help, to help meet that need and just be the hands and feet of Jesus, and also just help people with very practical needs and stuff as well.
So you had to have seen some pretty crazy stuff. Is there something that I guess was maybe very impactful on you that you saw and realized just what a difference you as a human were making? Or was there something that you just couldn't get out of your head because you saw it and it just moved you so much, and it could have been something not so positive, or it could have been something beautiful?
Yeah. So the first trip I ever took to Africa, really kind of rocked me more than, some of the other trips, also to other third world countries that I had been on and led teams to. And that trip to Africa, I think anyone who's been to Africa will just really speak to, there's something really special, really something unique about the African people and just how beautiful they are, just the way they exude light and joy, and those who love the Lord, the way they exude Christ, and so that first trip to Africa, we had taken these like pillowcase dresses. In fact, we're real close to the Cross Timbers Denton that I officed at. It's like less than a block away from here, and there were ladies at that church who made these pillowcase dresses literally just out of like sheets and pillowcases and fabric, made dresses for the little girls. And we made several hundred. I say we, they made several hundred. Can't take credit for everything, can I?
No. Can you sew?
I cannot, no. These ladies made these dresses, and we took them to Africa. We gave them to the girls in Africa early on in the week, and these girls wore these dresses the rest of the week for this camp that we were leading. And they were dirty, and they were playing sports and everything in them and stuff, but they were like their prized possession that they were not going to take off. And just seeing how grateful these people are for so little, going to their homes after the camp and taking them back to their houses and seeing the conditions of where they lived and what they lacked, we could say, if we looked at it that way. But in seeing how much that they truly didn't need all of the things that we take so much for granted for.
I know you don't do it for the kudos, but kudos to you for making such a difference, and you still are making a difference, just in a different way, through helping people experience the joy and sometimes the stress, especially in this market these days, of home ownership. And so then at what point, like, how did you get into real estate?
I have just always had this thing inside of me that said I think I would really love to do real estate, but I didn't go into it thinking that this is what I was going to do. I still worked at the church for almost my first 2 years in real estate, and did come off, with a very successful start. I was Rookie of the Year at Fathom, and in the midst of still working full time and stuff. But I was just dual career, and it's just really taken off to a place that I just kind of say, only God. Like, I could have never predicted or expected this, but this is all that I do now. But when I got into it, I didn't really have a ton of expectation. I just thought it was something that I wanted to do, so I did it.
All right. So, what was your first car?
Well, my first car was a pickup truck.
Okay. Like a little one?
That should be a song.
Or a big,
it was like a Ford Ranger, extended cab, and I did have a lawn mowing business, and I helped my dad paint houses. He's a teacher, so he did that in the summer and stuff, so that was kind of based out of necessity.
And so was that in Texas, or?
No, I'm from Kansas City.
Okay.
So it was kind of in the Kansas City area, and then I've been here for 8 years in Denton, so.
Okay.
But my first car was a pickup truck.
All right. So do you have a dream car?
We're in it.
The Volvo?
Yeah.
I love the Volvo. When I was in high school, I had a couple friends whose parents had Volvos, and I always wanted one.
I've actually only driven Volvos since 1999.
Oh, fun
so
fact.
I need to be like sponsored by Volvo or something. But
hashtag Volvo.
The slogan of Volvo is Volvo for life, and
it is. I didn't know that.
Me, so.
It is working on you. All right, let's do some quick fire questions. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Cats or dogs?
Sorry, I'm not very quick.
You're not.
My wife makes me like dogs. So dogs, but not puppies.
Okay.
And I do like cats, but my wife doesn't let me have a cat.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
What is a popular TV show or a movie that you've never seen?
Game of Thrones.
Me neither.
Really?
I tried it.
I've never even tried it, but I just feel like it's not my vibe.
Yeah, me neither. City or country living?
Land right outside of the city, but still close to the city.
Yeah.
But not too country.
Favorite vacation spot?
With kids, Disney
Books or movies?
movies.
What movie can you watch over and over again without getting tired of?
Okay, Hoosiers. Do you know that movie? It's like so good. It's so good. My dad is a basketball coach, and you don't really probably see me as like this sports nut or something, but there's something so like sweet, like something so special about that movie.
What accomplishment would you say you're most proud of?
Marrying my wife.
Aw.
I mean, you've seen her. I mean, you've seen a picture of her, and you would ask me, how did you ever do that? So with that being said, that's a big accomplishment, and I'm just so blessed, to have her in every part of my life. So, and how much she's supportive of everything that I do, and from being a missions pastor that's overseas for a couple weeks at a time, to a realtor who's out at 8 o'clock at night still wrapping things up and stuff sometimes. Just the fact that she's always there to just give everything that our kids need us to be, and to just be my biggest cheerleader along the way, and just someone that I just love and adore with everything.
Oh, that's so cute. Very good. See, you do interview well when you're talking about your wife.
Let's keep talking about her.
All right, my last question that I ask everybody: what drives you every day, besides your Volvo, to be the best that you can be for your family, for your clients, for your church community, and for your team?
My relationship with the Lord would be the only way to really, truly answer that, because there would be nothing that would be more important than that. And with that, it's just trying to live a life that is living, according to the way that Christ lived, and I fail, every day, but I want to always achieve for that, and I just know that I can't go wrong if I'm trying to live my life of putting others first, and having everything centered around my love for the Lord.
All right, well, that's a great note to end on. Cool. Anything else you want to add?
Call me anytime. No, I'm not going to be that. I'm never the I used to be, and I'm not anymore, the person with realtor breath. Like, I don't have that. I'm just here to help if anyone needs me, but I'm not going to be the one that's going to try to talk anyone into using me. I just want to conduct our team and lead a business in a way that people are drawn to it. And I also know that everybody knows 10 realtors. So I just want to have relationships and be always taking care of people, and I know that business is going to come.
Anyone, if you are looking to buy or sell, if you just need some real estate advice, Bryce Olson, the Bryce Is Right Team, Fathom Realty, thank you so much for your time today. I'm Angela Kreig with Dagley Insurance for all your insurance needs, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Driven, and stay driven, everybody.